Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Edward Otto Zelke, and let's queer up politics. Michigan Democrat files to impeach Trump for abuse of power. In a move shaking Capitol Hill this week, Democratic Congressman Shri of Michigan has introduced articles of impeachment against former President Donald Trump. Speaking Monday, Thanedar accused Trump of a sweeping abuse of power, flagrant violations of the Constitution, and acts of tyranny that undermine American democracy and threaten the rule of law. The two-term progressive lawmaker outlined 7 articles of impeachment. Each one alleges Trump committed grave constitutional violations, including obstruction of justice, abuse of executive power, and even creating an illegal government department with Elon Musk at the helm. Thanedar says the evidence shows that Trump is unfit to serve as president and represents a clear and present danger to our nation's constitution and democracy. Thanedar adds, quote, his unlawful actions have subverted the justice system, violated the separations of powers, and placed personal power and self-interest above public service. We cannot wait for more damage to be done. Congress must act, end quote. Among the charges are retaliating against the media and legal critics, violating the First Amendment, and dismantling congressionally established agencies. But with the Republicans holding a 7-seat majority in the House, this resolution faces steep odds. Still, for Thanedar, a former chemical engineer and immigrant from India, it's a powerful declaration of principle. He says the American people deserve leadership rooted in accountability and integrity, not authoritarianism. Well, 7 articles of impeachment. That makes what? Like they had a couple in the first round, and now he's got a few more. It's just, it really is. They really should be held accountable for what's really been going on at this point. He's really a definite threat to our democracy at this point. And just the fact that we have somebody now taking the initiative and just starting the articles of impeachment. Now we have hope maybe in about a couple of years when we start to, rebuild the House, hopefully, and maybe we will get him impeached. So there is hope that we started this a little earlier this time around.
Yeah. It shouldn't matter that there's a 7-person majority of one party or the other. Republicans basically ousted Nixon. They you know what I mean? Like they'd say, this is not good for our party. This is not a good look. This is not what we want to be about. Yeah. This is what we want to be about. And so they were very cooperative. I mean, they were united, the Congress. So what's happened between the 70s and now? Because this guy makes Nixon look like a choir boy. And so it bothers me that a slim majority even matters, because disgrace is disgrace. And that shouldn't be a partisan issue. And that this is his 3rd time at this. He was unfit in 2016. He was unfit in 2020. He was unfit in 2024. And now to his unfitness add cognitive decline. So whatever intellect that was keeping his most evil impulses at bay, that's gone now. And so, this is just a dumpster fire of a human. And so, of course he's unfit. He always was. And that there are 7 people, if they were 7 people with conscience, it wouldn't matter their party, because this guy should be there to start with.
And it's a shit show.
It is.
If you look on even the official White House's social media pages on Facebook and Instagram, I am mortified at what is being posted every single, and then Trump denying that he even knows anything.
I don't know anything.
Then
how are you in charge?
Republicans should be embarrassed. And there's no excusable reason right now why they're defending anything that he's doing or saying, and they need to hold him accountable. Because it's the same way they would have held Obama accountable, the same way they held Biden accountable, the same way they held Bill Clinton accountable. This accountability needs to come back, and we need normalcy back in the White House.
For sure. And Thanedar's, I'm grateful for you for doing this. That is we need more of this. That is, we need more resistance, because it's not even resistance really, it's common sense, right? Yes. That is you don't, it's like a kid running with scissors or something, right? You just don't allow it to happen. You put a stop to it before they get hurt, before we get hurt more than we already have been hurt. You have to fang the what other metaphor can I use?
And he breaks it down, the 7 one. If you go onto his website and you watch it, it's so clear and precise, and it basically it's a slam dunk case for any lawyer. But we're living in unprecedented times, unfortunately, and we just don't know who's going to do what at this point.
Keep an eye out. Let's see how this develops. That is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.